Britain's youth and alcohol. They're a lethal combination, and in recent years they've made headlines, but all for the wrong reasons. Well, tonight we're in York, where we've got access to a young man who's battling his own addiction. Last year alone, 65,000 young people were brought into A&E for alcohol-related illnesses. We're going to show you just how bad this problem is and exactly where it can lead to. Join us tonight on Perspectives.
Young people are particularly vulnerable to the long-term damage caused by alcohol. Problems include cancer of the mouth and throat, sexual and mental health problems, and liver and heart disease. Meet Ash. It's been a long night for him, and he slept in yet again. It's becoming a regular occurrence, and it's starting to become a serious issue at school. In fact, last night is starting to take its toll, and he's struggling to stay awake. Youth culture readily accepts alcohol as a means of enjoying a happy lifestyle. But how does alcohol abuse really affect young individuals, physically, socially, and psychologically? Well, we're going to find out as we follow a day in the life of a young teen struggling to curb his alcohol intake. Ash finally makes it into his school, a bog standard comp in North Yorkshire.
I go out probably about 4 times a week, and I spend, it depends really, how messy the night is. I do like messy, so I'd probably say I spend about 50 to 100 every time I go out.
I have my drinking from my job, obviously, but at least I have some money left. He never has any money left. He spends it all on drink. He's always skint. He's always asking people for money. It's just embarrassing.
Would you say you are getting into trouble?
I've had warnings being late as such.
Ash's school are keen to point out the consequences of his drinking.
Okay, Ash, we're here to talk about your attendance. And at the moment, I have to say, it isn't good. Your attitude is poor, your attendance is poor, and your grades are really bad. And if you don't start turning up to school, you don't start working hard, I tell you now, in a couple of weeks' time, you won't be here. You will be somewhere else. Is that what you want to do? You want to leave this sixth form?
It's not affecting my schoolwork, but it's affecting him massively. I'm not going to let it affect me. It's him who's the foolish one.
Last year there were 5,500 deaths in males and nearly 3,000 deaths in females as a result of alcohol abuse. 26% of those deaths were teenagers. 30% of teen suicides each year are linked to the misuse of alcohol. 10% of 16 to 24-year-old men drink more than 50 units a week. Drinking has been said to be the precursor to drug abuse.
I look like a priest. I mean, I wouldn't really say I'm addicted as such, but I can see where people are coming from.
Culture of going out to get drunk seems to be the prevalent culture for many people of that age group. So yeah, I think we would advocate alcohol pricing being a factor in improving things. We're seeing an increasing number of people admitted into our hospital and all the hospitals in the north of England with alcohol-related issues. So liver disease is becoming extremely common, and it's affecting more and more young people all the time.
Before making this documentary, I've not really noticed it, but I think I do want to change my habits, and I still want to be able to drink, but it needs to be controlled. It needs to be normal.